Today's adventure. In recent films we've been concentrating on the connection from the Forest of Dean railway system to the wider world, and we've been concentrating on Below Pill, reckoned to be one of the very first ports on the River Severn to connect the forest to the world. But if we look down here, there's a railway connection there that actually just joins the main line, and it comes from Blakeney and wanders off into the forest. I wonder if there's anything of that left. As usual, only one way to find out. Right, that's a good start. Car park with spaces. Grand old forest houses. And we start off up here. Hopefully this is Mill End Road. If not, you'll see it again when we come back. Yeah, nice setup by the local brook. There is a mill around here somewhere. Out in the old corn mill. Lovely old road. That'll be the mill done then. Mill cottages. And standing right there, and across, we look across the other side, well, we found our railway. It's possible that gets us there. Give it a shot. Right alongside the abutment. Now, well, that heads down again. That's where we want to be. That's the embankment for the railway. We'll walk on a bit farther, I think. We're back to the abutment, which is very freestanding by the look of it. But then here, you'll see, and that is going back the way we don't want to go. Let's just pop up there and take a look. Blimey. It's a bit rustic, isn't it? Well, that leads us to a field, but away from the railway. Well, okay, we'll carry on up the road. Straight on or turn left then. The railway's just here on our left. Guarded by a rustic seat. Wow. Okay, I'm guessing this is to the sewerage works then. Can we get access to our railway? I think that actually is on the line of the railway. Looking along there. Here's the embankment coming from our left. We'll go down here a bit, see what happens. At some point our railway should set off to the right. And at the moment we're on the embankment, so we're actually on the railway, but it should leave this road, which I think is going to the local sewerage works. There's a hell of an embankment down there, correct. A stream in the bottom. Just walking on this thing, optimistically. Amazingly, we're now in a cutting. But then they go together, don't they? Cuttings and embankments. They use the material from one to go and build up the other. I'll let you work out which way it goes. Right, coming to a dead end I think. Yeah, as we thought. Dead end. Now, there might be a track off to the right. Give that a shot. Not quite sure what you steal from there, to be honest. The machinery, I guess. Right, so that drops away, which isn't railway. Now, our railway hopefully continues this way then. With a good chance, I think. Is that the sad remains of railway fence posts? This was closed in 1949, so it's got a head start. Most railways were closed after beaching in the 60s. Or a rather large hole, which I suspect had a culvert attached somewhere, but no easy access. Except on the other side. There it is. That's a huge structure, isn't it? So we're definitely on the railway then. Then if you needed more proof, look at that old post. I always use these old sleeper posts to identify railway. But looking at that, that's got a 20-year start on most of the railways I walk on. They're disappearing fast. There's one there in slightly better condition, although what it's doing jammed in that tree, I have no idea. Okay, see if we can continue on. This is the Central Forest Railway. Went from R up to Blakeney, and then beyond Blakeney in later years, up into the forest. Then out into open country, belching steam and smoke in the day, no doubt. And look at this lovely line of fence posts. How do we get there? Yeah. We're on the railway. That style is railway as well. Out of concrete. No farmer's going to pay for that. The gate I'm not so sure about. Could still be railway. And then the fence posts continue along there. Good. So where we get to next? We have a bailout option there. If the path gives out on us, we can use that to get to the road. I want to stay on the path if I can, because there's a bridge coming up. Or should be. Still looks passable. It's obviously not the main track. Well, lunch is provided. Oh, look a bit manky, I have to say. Well, not quite ready. Although the ones that are quite tasty. That's a heck of a crop, isn't it? Crack. No, come on, keep going. That's better. Right, keep your mind on the job. There's no sign of any ballast down here. Keep looking. We've changed to an embankment again. And there's another bailout opportunity down there. Very rustic. I like those. Well, we shall continue. A nice broad gauge rail straining post there. This railway started out as broad gauge, 1868 I think it was. Then it went to standard gauge at a later date. Still we plough on. We've reached the site of the bridge. You can see the safety fence posts on either side. It's an overbridge. They're no longer there. Not surprised really. And we detour off to the side to get round it, hopefully. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, down to the road, and there are the buttresses. Built from local stone, I'm going to guess. Wow. Built to last, and last it has. I like the stylish indents. If that wasn't done for economy, why was it done? Just to decorate a bridge in the middle of nowhere? Well, it looks like there might be a scramble up there. It's steeper than it looks. Well, somebody cares. Hopefully. Well, getting up was one thing. Getting back down to be entirely different. Right. Let's see how we get up there. See we get onto the track bed. Well, there's kind of a path through here, though not much used by the look of it. Looks like most people bail out at the road bridge. I sneaky suspicion this end is just up here. Take a look. Well, yeah, seems to end about here, I think. I don't know, somebody will say, well, you should turn left or turn right or whatever. But we have a bailout option. Back to the road. And that follows the line of the railway anyway, or right next to it. Should get some more access. Well, I wouldn't want to do that too often. That was a bit steep. Never mind, we're on track. No, we're not, we're off track. But we're on the road. Okay, main road. Head off down there. That's the hardest half mile I've walked in a while. Right. All right then. Ooh. Oh, there you go. I've been warned. Nice to see a good crop of maize, but if that wasn't there, we might see our railway. Little bit of a clearing, and the hedge denotes our railway. So we're still within touching distance. Okay, turn off. Let's take a look what it does to our railway. Well, there's a lot of greenery. Could be hiding an embankment. The track carries on up here and then turns sharp uphill, so that's not the railway. It'll be buried somewhere then. So that's kind of an embankment there. There are 2 rows of trees, but there's no abutments for a bridge, so it's possibly an accommodation crossing then. The road probably went up to get over the railway, and that's consequently been levelled off. Make life a bit easier. Okay, back to the road. Oh, we might just get an answer or two up there. worth a look. Well, zooming off to one side and peering through the hedge, you can see the railway's actually been taken down into a sort of cutting so that it reaches the road at road level. And just of here, an old fence post. You might struggle to pick it out from all the rest of the foliage. That's looking towards R, and it's quite a wide section, this. That's looking across the railway. So put in room here for a couple of marshalling yards, I would have thought. The marshalling rails. Back to the road. Somebody thinks they might get fed some sugar lumps, and unfortunately they're going to be disappointed. Miserable so and so, I suppose he says. Oh well. Coming up to a crossroads of sorts. I've just heard my first train on the main line. Not far. Into the green tunnel. And there at the end, put a bit of extra exposure on, another abutment. Same pattern as the one we were on last. Gorgeous. This is on the road to the court. So I expect there were some bargaining chips there when this was being built. Build me a bridge or it's no go. That's looking back to the road. Where we're headed now. Very pretty. What we're aiming for next is the junction with the main line, Gloucester to South Wales. The railway did actually have its own very small harbour. Our chances of getting to that link are somewhat less than nil, I would think. So I have to take my word for that. If I can see anything, I'll film it. You can see the railway now coming in closer to the road as we get nearer to the main line. Here we go. And the beauty of this system is you get warning of when trains are coming. As normally it's eyesight job only, and at 100 miles an hour you don't get too much warning. With COVID-19 around, mind you, there's very little traffic, it seems to be, compared to what there used to be pre-COVID. So whether I'll have the patience to wait one out, I don't know. We'll see. Our railway with the noisy jet, once you push off, sweeps in from the right, and here on this track, and joins there. And look what we got down there. So we're filming now from the track bed, and that's where the line joined the main line. And a gatekeeper's house, office, signal box, take your pick. Signal box. Windows on this side looking towards our branch line, and this is where they controlled access to the main line. Certainly didn't expect to find that. That's a bonus. Good. Looking towards Gloucester. South Wales in that direction. Gorgeous. Tesco on the move. Two for the price of one. Right, what we have to do now is wander back to Blakeney, and I want to see if I can find where the railway crossed the main A48 road. Should have some evidence somewhere, but you can never tell these days, can you? They put houses everywhere. Okay, well, this is going to be a bit of a trudge. Meet you when we get there. You can shut up. Oh, mind just we'll do the housework then while we're trudging back. This will appear at the end of the film, although I'm not at the end, or you'll work it out. Right, hope you enjoyed that. Another look at an old abandoned railway. Abandoned very early too. If you enjoyed that, why not come with us on another adventure? You can do that by subscribing to Parkinson's Walks, and if you click like, that helps the channel, and if you click share and share on the social media site, wow, wonderful. I'll catch you on the next one. We'll take the path we saw from the railway. Break up the road section a bit. To there. Follow the trail. Rigged. Stuck in the fence here, outside the stile. Right one there. Ooh, look. Hee hee. Souvenirs. They're coming to the end. Well, it wasn't doing anything anyway. That predates 1949, because that's when the railway closed. Ooh, nice paperweight. Now we're retracing our steps on the railway with our ill-gotten gains. I know, if everybody took a piece, there'd be nothing left. It's only a nut. Oh. Blakeney main drag. Looking towards Lydney. And looking towards Gloucester. Or something. Not quite sure what. I think what we want might be up here a bit. But there's the school, it's a clue, which is right by that. So if you look across the road above the van, you can see the embankment, which must have led to the bridge. And if we swing around, came through there. Somewhere about there. A clue. Back on the other side of the road, and there's the abutment. Way up there. If you look closely down at the base, you can follow the abutments from there in the shade. Well, we're way out of the town now, village, and hoping to find just a little bit more railway around here. There's the embankment. Okay, take a look. From down here, that looks like quite an embankment. Go up top and take a look. From up here, it's quite an embankment too. So that's heading to Blakeney, and behind us, swing around, don't get dizzy, heads up into the forest. This was a later addition. The railway only went as far as Blakeney initially, and then this was added to get into the forest. I'm interested to see how this embankment crosses the road. And the footpath goes straight down this vertical lip through the gate. But I haven't got that much energy, so I'm going to go back the way we came and then head up the road a bit. And the answer is some beautiful stone arches, and that's where the bridge came across. It might have been a steel bridge. Looking at that, what a find. All that's left on this side of the road, and then there's this huge wall which supported the railway running all the way down there. Look. Glorious. Used to be. Wonderful. That's a hell of a structure then, isn't it? Because it goes all the way from here. What's there? And then down there past those houses following the stream. Another 100 yards or so. Amazing. Right, that'll do it. Heading back into town past what is almost certainly another mill. That's almost certainly where the mill wheel was mounted. Well, that concludes today's visit. I can keep that still. That's strange, isn't it? So that concludes today's visit then. Hope you enjoyed that. Look around the railway, found quite a few bits. More than I was expecting, I've got to be honest. That's brilliant. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, like and share. And I'll catch you on the next one.